I have a new layout for you. I know I haven't been around. Have I? I miss you guys. I really do. I miss you guys. I've kind of just been, my husband's on vacation, and even though we're not really doing anything, I've just, I don't know. I think I lost my mojo or something. But I did this last week, and I really want to share this with you guys because I really did have so much fun using my new Click kit, and I do have a video for it, so I'm going to try to get that up this weekend so you guys can see all the cool, fun stuff, all the new Amy Tangerine stuff that many of you guys have probably seen, but I have not been buying stuff. So this is like the newest stuff that I've seen in a while, and except for, just random stuff. And so it was really fun to play with something new and from my kit, and it was just fun. And so I had this background, which is why you didn't see me create or like paint it, from a while ago. Like, I think it was when Lisa first started the Pink Camera community. So if you guys don't listen to the podcast, The Pink Camera, or like Coffee Time with Sandra and Lisa, they now have a community on Facebook so that you can post stuff that you're working on, and, it's just a good way to get inspiration. And so she had a picture of like this cake, and it was fun, and I had played with it, but I just never finished the layout. I just did the background. And so when I seen this collection, I knew that it would go perfect with this. And I love the oranges and the yellows. And once again, I'm just really loving all these bright, fun colors of spring and summer. And it just makes me, really just excited. I just love all those bright colors. I mean, you can ask my mom growing up. I had a room that some people called the Skittle room because it was like green and blue and yellow, just like the Skittle colors. So, yeah. Since I've been young, not that I'm old, since I've been a kid, I've loved bright colors. So I just doodled, and you see me do a little bit of doodling. I didn't tape the whole thing because I didn't know how long it was going to take, but I did want you to see a little bit of it, and I just pretty much looked at the paper, her doodlings, and I kind of tried to do my own take on that. So it, it kind of goes along with the papers, but it's not too matchy or, and it's part of me, but it was really fun. And I used a black marker, and then I used a silver pen too to go with it, so that it's kind of silvery and blue or silvery and black, since there's some blue and silver that are in the collection. So I just cut some layers, and I'm inking pretty much everything I think I ink. I do add some outlines to a couple of the layers, and I'm just seeing how I think it's going to fit. I really like that card, the natural cardstock, the craft. It really is fun. It kind of breaks up the colors a little bit, but still makes it feel natural. And since this is a picture from my brother's wedding, and their wedding was very country, it doesn't look like it. country as you can be, and be in the city. Yeah. So, it had that feel to it. So I really thought the craft kind of brought that out. So yeah, this is one of the layers that I used, that silver pen, and it's just like a gel silver pen. I don't remember what brand it is, but I really like it. I have a gold, copper, and silver. And I think my favorite is a copper, but the silver looks really nice for a change. It's just a nice little change. Even though I'm loving the gold still, it's a nice change. So I'm just kind of playing with these layers, because really with layers, I find that you just kind of got to play with them, and it's all kind of just, the way that everybody looks at layers is different. And so I just take different size pieces and I kind of fit, and it depends how much I want to stick out. Like sometimes I want a lot of the paper to show, sometimes I just want a little. And like this card right here, this 4x4 card, I love the watercolor, and it really mirrors the watercolor on the back that I have. It's similar colors, just a little bit more washed out. And so I want a lot of that color to peek out, but I don't really want the rest of the card to peek out. I don't need the rest of the card. So I have a little bit more of that pink just because there is a lot of yellow and orange on the inside in the middle of my paper, even though it's broken up with the doodles. And I really like my picture almost towards the middle. I don't usually do that very often, and so right now you're just seeing me fill in some of the spots with the silver just to kind of tie that in a little bit more. I just thought it, and I think it breaks up the craft just a little, so it's not too boring. And you'll see I outlined this, and then I'm going to use the paint that was in the kit, and that was really, really fun. So I have a hard time opening it. You'll see it in a minute. So yeah, I kind of play around with that because I'm not sure exactly where I want that. So this is where I'm trying to open it, and man, that top, I still didn't even get it off all the way. I was afraid that I was going to get paint all over. See, I love getting messy, but I don't like getting messy. I really do like to contain it. It's kind of hard to tell, but when you see my layouts, but I really do. That's why I didn't open it. There's just a little tiny hole, and I'm like squeezing the bottle just a little, just so a little bit comes out through that hole so I don't end up with paint all over. But that's a really, really fun color, and I think that's by Jelly Bean Soup, and that was in the kit too. But it was just really fun to get a mixed media type of item that we could use to tie in with our kits. So that was really fun. I really enjoyed that part. So I wanted you to be able to see the sweet, or I wanted to be able to see the sweet, so I didn't fill it in all the way, but I really wanted some color in there because I thought it looked kind of silly. So here I'm just taking some water, and of course I hadn't really cleaned my paintbrush, so the water helped clean it. And then I'm adding some yellow, and I'm going to add a little bit of orangey pink on the inside where it says sweet. I think if I went back and redid this, I would probably maybe try to paint over the sweet and maybe try to use my marker to outline it again. Just because I think it does look a little silly. I don't know. Maybe amateurish is the word. I don't know. There's just something about it that I didn't like the flowing of it between the watercolor and the acrylic paint, but yeah, it is what it is. And I didn't dislike it so much that I thought I couldn't use it, so. And I'm just going to build a couple other layers underneath that just so that it doesn't look so lonely over there. It actually looks like I meant to put it there. And I have this Maggie Holmes. It was sitting on my desk, and I'm like, I should use that. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I see a piece on my desk, and I try not to keep a whole lot of pieces floating around on my desk. But I see that, and I was like, I should use that. I really like that chevron arrow thing. And I liked that it was vellum, and I liked that it was black, so it tied it with the black. I don't know. Whatever. It works. So here I'm just playing around with some of the layers that I have up at the top. I do use that gray, which I think is from the another side of one of the papers or something, or like the branding strip. But it works. It kind of helps ties in some of that silver. So I'm trying to figure out where I want that piece because I would like to use that other piece. Well, one I cut it and one I painted on it. I don't know. I guess I could have not used it. But I didn't like it there. I thought it covered up too much of what I doodled. And I just felt like it threw off the symmetry. So I thought it looked a little bit more in that diagonal way. I mean, my doodlings are kind of diagonal, not on purpose. I just thought it flowed better, and it makes your eye not feel so lazy when everything goes all in that one same direction. So here I'm looking through some of the flare from the kit and the wooden pieces that are exclusive to the kit, and I really like that that one that I'm playing with right there, the camera, and then I like the colors from the one that says Bright Ideas. And I thought it was kind of a play on a little bit, because this picture is taken from my brother's wedding last summer. And if you've been following me since I've started my channel, you got to see a lot of the pictures when I first did them, but not too long ago, a few months ago, my sister-in-law sent me a whole bunch more of the professional pictures. So every once in a while, I kind of pick them out and do them, because they're really great pictures, and there's not a whole, because I don't get to see my brother, it's not like I have a whole lot of pictures of him, so it's kind of nice to have pictures of me and him, or him and his wife, and so. But this picture was really, really fun, which is why I really wanted to use this collection, because the photographer was all about, like, let's see, you guys look like such a fun, hip group. And, of course, I'm the oldest of the group, and I'm not, and it's not like I'm that old, but it's like she just really wanted to play with that, and the fact that we were, willing to be playful. So she really wanted to take a lot of fun shots. So this was one of the fun shots that she tried to take, where it shows pretty much all our shoes. I mean, and other than the fact that it's just us being silly, really, has no significance, but it just was kind of fun to see a photographer just try to bring that out, the funness of the wedding, the fact that we're still pretty young. And so I used that Amy Tan craft, and I really didn't like the craft on the craft. So I use first I start with the other one, and then I ditch that because I have a paint pen. It's a Pilot paint pen. And so you press on it, and like the paint comes out, and it's silver, and it's amazing, and it's really great for stuff like this. So this really helped. That silver ties in a little bit more of the silver, and up at the top it says wedding, so it's wedding shoes. So yeah. So I'm just adding a little bit more to the layout where I'd had some of the other pen, but just wanted to make it a little brighter. And I just kind of randomly picked spots that I thought it would accent a little bit better. So I know. And then I'm going to pick out a couple of these like enamel-y circles, which are amazing. And I will probably use them all up super quick. But I try not to use them all. I tried to be like, okay. And so I picked out some Freckles Fawn enamel stars that were in similar colors, even though there's a lot of hearts on here. But I thought that the colors matched well, so I couldn't pass that up. And then I add some of the enamel dots that are like neon colors that are similar. So just to tie in all those colors. And other than that, I didn't do anything else. I just journaled. So you'll see me journal in a minute, but I'm going to link below a link to Click Kits just so you guys can go over and check out their store. I know that they are all backed up on subscriptions right now, but you can always put yourself on a wait list if you're looking for a kit club that has a kit that has like a whole line in it. But also, they always have fun stuff in their store to check out, little odds and ends stuff. So, yeah. And I will be around this weekend. I'm hoping to put out a share video of my second part of Project Life, because my computer ate my copy of the video that I had. And I also have the kit, my opening of the kit for this, so I'd like to share that. So I hope you guys are having a great week, and I hope you have a great weekend, and I can't wait to see you guys later. Bye!